How should Muslims live in a country where they are in a minority and some of the country's laws aren't aligning with Islam? This is a crucial and practical question for millions of Muslims worldwide. Islamic theology provides a clear and principled framework for Muslims living as minorities, focusing on balance, integrity, and positive contribution. The guiding principle is derived from a famous Quranic verse: "There shall be no compulsion in acceptance of the religion." Quran 2:256. This verse establishes that faith is a matter of personal conviction, and Muslims cannot impose their laws on a non-Muslim society. Instead, their role is to be exemplary citizens while faithfully practicing their religion. Here is a breakdown of how Muslims should navigate this situation, based on Islamic principles. 1. Core principles, the foundation of coexistence. Fulfill the covenant of citizenship. When a Muslim resides in a country, enjoying its security and benefits, it is considered a covenant, AHD. Fulfilling covenants is a major Islamic obligation. This means being a law-abiding, loyal, and productive citizen. Do no harm and be a source of good. The Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, defined a good Muslim as one from whose tongue and hand other people are safe. Muslims must be a source of benefit, care, and goodness in their society. Absolute prohibition of betrayal or treason. Any act of treachery, violence, or sabotage against the country is strictly forbidden, haram. This is a matter of faith, not just law. 2. Navigating laws that conflict with Islamic teachings. This is the most complex part. Scholars differentiate between two types of non-Islamic laws. A. Laws that compel you to commit a sin. These are laws that force you to do something Islamically forbidden, e.g., consume alcohol, engage in usury, interest, commit adultery. The ruling: it is forbidden to obey such a law. A Muslim cannot willingly commit a clear, major sin. The action: the Muslim must refuse to comply, even if it leads to a personal penalty. This is a test of faith. They should do so respectfully and through lawful means, seeking a legal exemption if possible. B. Laws that are contrary to Islam but do not force you to personally sin. These are laws that permit something Islamically forbidden for others, e.g., legalization of same-sex marriage, abortion, gambling, alcohol, but do not force you to participate. The ruling: you are not held accountable for the actions of others. You are only accountable for your own deeds. The action: do not adopt these practices. Personally, you must continue to abide by Islamic law. You are not required to enforce Islamic law on non-Muslims. The Quran does not mandate this. You may advocate for moral goodness peacefully. Within the democratic process, you can voice your opinion, vote for what is good, and oppose what is evil through peaceful, legal means, just like any other citizen with a moral worldview. 3. A practical framework for action. Here's how a Muslim can live a balanced and faithful life in this context: prioritize and categorize, focus on what is obligatory, fard, and avoid what is prohibited, haram. Many differences might be in recommended, mustahab, or disliked, makruh, matters, which are less critical. Seek exemptions where possible. Use the legal system to seek religious accommodations. Examples include requesting time and space for Friday, Jumu'ah, prayers. Seeking halal food options in public institutions. Asking for modesty accommodations in dress codes or medical settings. Seeking alternative assignments in education that don't compel you to violate your beliefs. Build a strong community. Establish mosques, Islamic schools, halal food outlets, and charitable organizations. This creates a supportive ecosystem that makes it easier to practice the faith. Be an exemplary citizen, excel in your work, be honest in your dealings, be kind to your neighbors, and contribute positively to society. This is a powerful form of dawah, invitation to Islam, that breaks down stereotypes and builds social capital. The Prophet, PBUH, said, "The best of people are those who are most beneficial to people." Engage in civil society, participate in neighborhood watches, food drives, interfaith dialogues, and local politics. When Muslims are seen as partners in solving community problems, their voice on moral issues is given more respect. Maintain a positive identity. Do not fall into an isolationist or victimhood mentality. Be proud of your faith and be a positive, integrated part of the wider society. A powerful historical precedent, the Constitution of Medina. When the Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, migrated to Medina, he established a social contract known as the Constitution of Medina. This document created a pluralistic society where Muslims, Jews, and pagans formed one community, Ummah. Each group had the freedom to practice its own religion and live by its own personal laws, while united in civic duties like defense and peace. This is the model for Muslim minorities, to be a distinct religious community within a larger, cohesive social and political entity. Summary: the balanced approach. In essence, a Muslim living as a minority should strive to be faithful to God in private and public, law-abiding and loyal to their country, a source of benefit and goodness for all citizens, an active agent of positive change through lawful means, patient and wise in navigating moral differences. The goal is not to create an Islamic state within a non-Muslim country, but to live as confident, faithful, and contributing Muslims who can practice their religion fully while being a blessing to their fellow citizens. This balanced approach is not only possible but is a religious duty in itself.